Hello, you people. I'm just here for the mid-season awards for the Dallas Cowboys. DC Fanatic came up with this idea. I was on this podcast the other night, and he was talking about, who should get the mid-season awards for the Dallas Cowboys. So before we go play the Bills, I want to get your view on who's the best or who's done the best for us so far. Now, the first one is the easiest out of all, defensive MVP for so far for the Cowboys, and it is DeMarcus Ware, of course. D. Ware is having an outstanding season. Probably will be the MVP for the entire league if he keeps up the pace of the sacks. It just sometimes it looks like he's the only one on the defense that looks like he's giving it all. For the past few years, it's been like that. So DeMarcus Ware is the easiest call of all. Offensive MVP. Who do you think, guys? Think about it. Offensive MVP. Who's been playing the best on the offense so far? You could say DeMarco Murray. You could really actually say DeMarco Murray and have a valid point. But, it's still early on him. He's still, got to prove a little more. He's a rookie. And he hasn't been, a vital part of the team for the entire year, just these last few weeks. You can say Jason Witten. Jason Witten's been solid, but Witten has just, he's just there, basically. So, he hadn't done anything super special, but he has been the one guy who hasn't been either getting hurt or messing up on the field. Then you have Dez, who plays good for a minute, then disappears for the rest of the game. You got Miles, who can't stay on the field. It leaves one person, ladies and gentlemen. Leaves one person. You can't include anybody on the offensive line. It's got to be Tony Romo. Tony Romo has won 2 games for us, with his grit and guts and all that kind of stuff with San Francisco and Washington. But I have to give the offensive MVP to Tony Romo. Tony Romo, this team is built to go where he goes. So if he doesn't play good, we don't win. If he plays good, we win. And it's just going to be like that. That's the way we are built. Okay, the best free agent acquisition of the offseason could be Abram Elam. Elam has played pretty strong back there at safety, but not great, but pretty strong back there. Kenyon Coleman. Kenyon Coleman was a part of the defense that was #1 in the league against the rush for such a long, well, not such a long time, for a few weeks. But like last week, you saw Kenyon getting manhandled out there. So can't really say Kenyon. On the offensive side of the ball, I really have to give it to Laurent Robinson, because Laurent Robinson, we might not have a couple of wins if it wasn't for him. He made some big catches. In the Philadelphia game, he's the only one made a big, nice grab. So Laurent Robinson is doing very well in this Jason Garrett offense, which I suspect anybody will do pretty good in this Jason Garrett offense as far as getting yards and getting up and down the field. It's just what's going on in the red zone. Who else was it? I think that was it. The best offense, best defense, best offseason acquisition, best rookie. Best rookie, I think, even though it's only been the past few games, I think DeMarco Murray has surpassed Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith has trouble with bull rushers, and he has trouble with that spin move, and until he gets his hands or gets his feet able to stop those, because it's all about leverage, especially the bull rush. I've seen linebackers push Tyron out the way, and the spin move is also about leverage. So he needs to learn that stuff. I can't teach him, I don't know, but he needs to learn all that kind of stuff about leverage, and then he will be a force in this league. I really like him, but he's got a lot more learning to do. But DeMarco Murray, I don't want to get too excited. I've said this over and over. Man. Felix has put these big numbers on like DeMarco Murray before, and DC brought up the Julius Jones thing. Julius Jones had those great games, you remember, and we anointed him the next Emmitt Smith or the next whoever. And after that point, it was just we were holding on to something that we thought was going to happen with Julius Jones. It just wasn't going to happen. So I don't want to get that way with DeMarco Murray. I'm enjoying watching him more than any running back with the Dallas Cowboys in the past, probably since Emmitt, probably. Hopefully he's going to be great. Hopefully he's going to be great. I think so, but I just don't want to go there just yet, because as Cowboy fans, we tend to do that all the time with Doug Free, with this person, with that person. We They have a couple of 3 or 4 good games, and we anoint them as one of the best in the league when they're actually not. So I don't want to do that again. And one last thing, I know I'm going long here, but one last thing that I wanted to bring up because it was brought up on a podcast is something that I've been saying for a long time, ever since Jason Garrett got hired as a head coach, that why don't we have an offensive coordinator? Why? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it seems like Jerry Jones, I told you last week how Jerry Jones have set Tony Romo up to fail by not giving him a line to block, to give him time to be able to make his reads that he struggles with. He needs time to be able to do that. So not giving him the opportunity is Jerry's fault. And secondly, he's doing the same to Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett needs an offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator thinks about the other team the entire week. I've said this over and over and over. They think the game plan. They sleep the game plan when they go to bed. They think about what they can do. They wake up talking about what they do. They're already interacting with the players on things and making sure things are good. There's a lot of stuff that an offensive coordinator has to do that has to be single focused to attacking the defense at hand. Now, Jason Garrett, he has to do all of that, plus all the responsibilities of the head coach. The meetings, the interviews, the making sure everybody's on time, the handling the meetings, all the stuff that head coaches do, he's got to handle that. So he's got both jobs. And this is his first job. You know, there have been coaches like Bill Parcells has tried to do 2 jobs with coach and general manager, and they can't do it because both jobs are so specialized that you need 2 people working on a cord together to get it done. So bring us an offensive coordinator next year, Jerry, and stop doing this to your people. Stop it right now. We have the talent to go pretty far in this league. Quit taking it away from our coach and our stars, period. All right. All right, Buffalo going down. Holla at you. Peace.